Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Today is a 2-in-1. We will rank every noko and every kappa up to Yokai Watch 3. I'm doing these both together as individually they'd be very short. It was originally going to also include onis, but then I realized it would be better for its own video if I included ones like Suspicioni, Leodoni, Eyesore and pngtuber. Let's start with the shorter of the two lists, the nokos. I didn't really know what footage to put in the background of this, and I was, playing Blasters the anime, so I thought, you know what, why not just put some footage of me grinding for Umberlanma, so yeah, hopefully that's good enough. Also, one more thing, I'm gonna try out something new today. I am now a pngtuber, so yeah. Number 6 is no-go. I decided to include yo criminals to make things more interesting, as the crimes they commit are quite funny. In 1 it's switching erasers with fakes, in 2 it's broke into the principal's office to tell jokes, and in 3 it's impersonated the intended recipient of a wrong number call. As funny as these crimes are, he's last place for obvious reasons. Getting onto the actual befriendable nokos, we have Robo-noko at number 5. I love all the nokos, including Robo-noko, but he's here because I don't like the colour scheme of just orange and white that much, though he is by far the easiest to get. Actually, wait, no, you get noko from the Selecticon in 2, which evolves into Bloominoko, but anyway, I still love Robo-noko and is one of the best Robo yokai. 4 is Panda-noko. I love the design and in the anime, but you know why he's here. He's basically impossible to get normally, because you need Street Pass. I think I've only ever gotten 1 Street Pass, so good luck finding people with a 3DS, with Street Pass, with Yokai Watch, and especially if it's not 1, and even then you might not get him. I know Starry Nokos like this in 3, but in Blasters you just get him if you own both copies, though to be fair that's also hard to do legitimately now. Number 3 is regular old noko. Really cute design based off of Tsuchinoko, which is basically the Japanese equivalent to Bigfoot or the Loch Ness Monster, which is why they're so rare. He's not that rare in Yokai Watch 1, but still relatively rare. Like I've said, in 2 you just get him from the Selecticon, which just requires Yokai Watch 1. I've never gotten him in 3, but apparently he's found in the grass in Mount Wildwood, which I'm assuming is rare. Blasters, you get him similarly to 1, and he's also part of the main story, with the 3 Noko brothers becoming Slimander. Overall, very iconic and cute yokai, even appearing in the Crank-kai to turn Grey Capsule into gold or black. Bloominoko is number 2, the evolution of Noko. Much easier to get 2 onwards, as he's just a simple level up evolution, but in 1 you need the Drop of Joy, which is an incredibly rare drop from Noko, and already rare enough yokai. He's up here as I used him on my first playthrough team in 2, and it was quite fun to use. He was mainly doing positive in spirits and earth attacks, and had a healing ultimate in case Hainomi, my healer, died. Number 1, my favourite noko, is Starry Noko. I just really like his colour scheme and the whole alien vibe he has. You get him similarly to Panda Noko in 3, but in Blasters you get him by collecting all the golden balls in the VIP room, which requires both versions. I do have him, but I've never used him. I have played with Starry Noko players before, and he seems quite good, being a ranger that can also heal. Well, that was the nokos. Now let's move on to another group of yokai, the kappas, who listed double the size of the nokos, but still not enough for a whole video. Number 12 is Kappies, the yo criminal version of full kappa. Once again, I included yo criminals to make things more interesting, and I'll rank them based on their crimes. Kappies' crimes involve farting, so that should tell you why he's last. Number 11 is Wat Kappa, or Wat Kappa. Obviously the yo criminal form of Wa Kappa. Now he did mimic southern accent, which I guess is a funny crime. But then he read his crime from 3. Added ketchup to strawberry ice cream. Now that's an actual crime and the real reason he's wanted. The criminal variant of Apak, Paka, is number 10, which I just realised sounds like Macapaka. If you know who that is, then cool. His most notable crime is got in an elevator and pressed all 555 buttons, clearly referencing Bada Bing Tower. I don't blame him, I would do the same just because it's funny. And he also did the shuttle run on a crosswalk. Like, imagine getting arrested for that. At 9, we have the infamous Kappa, who gave his opinion on a game without playing it, which accurately describes people who hate on these games for no reason, calling it a Pokemon ripoff, which might I add wasn't even the first of its genre. And not only that, Pokemon were the one that copied Yokai Watch. Like, you know, you ever thought about why they have a Rotom Pokédex? Whisper. You know, why is there a map on the bottom screen? Yokai Watch. Why is there Z-moves? Ultimates. Why is there Totem Pokemon? Boss Yokai. And this can all be explained because all of these things were added relatively late into development. You know, QR codes? Yokai Watch. The thing where you look around and take pictures of Pokemon, that's basically the same as when you're searching for a yokai in a tree. And also the anime, they literally copied it's a similar style to the Yokai Watch anime, which, I mean, I did enjoy the Sun and Moon anime and the Sun and Moon games, but anyway, he's obviously Little Kappa's doppelganger, and I find it funny that they included this. Now onto the actual Kappas, we have RoboCap at number 8. Like with Robonoko, I do like him. I love all the Kappas, but he's just my least favourite. One of my favourite Robo Yokai still though. No idea why they called him RoboCap and not RoboCappa, which is basically what is in Japanese, but anyway. 7 is Lil Kappa, Full Kappa's American rapper counterpart. Once again, I have nothing against Lil Kappa, I just like the others more, and think his Japanese name, Kappa, is better. But Lil Kappa is fine too. Also, is there an in-universe explanation as to why he looks like exactly like Full Kappa? Number 6 is Mad Kappa, just Full Kappa but wicked, literally. Which I think is worse than Full Kappa as he has no equipment slot, but it's still Full Kappa, so I like him. Number 5, the rare Apak, we have Supyo. I don't like the colour scheme as much as Apak, but as you'll see, I really like Apak's design. Thus, I also really like Supyo. Once again, the Japanese name means Wave Kappa, which is way better than the English one, which is literally just Supyo, which is something Wall Kappa would say. Like, you wouldn't name Komain Miss Swirls or oh wait. Or a Blazion recolor, Roar Roar. The main man himself, number 4, Wall Kappa. Up there with Jibanyan and Komasan, with iconic yokai in Yokai Watch 1, but as the series went on, by the time we got to Yokai Watch 3, Wall Kappa wasn't even close with Jibanyan or Komasan, and I'm surprised he didn't even get a big boss form. Anyway, I like his personality and rivalry with Full Kappa in the anime, and he used to be one of my favourite yokai during the Yokai Watch 1 days. 3 is Taigappa. I know he's a Cranky Kai exclusive, but I was lucky enough to get him, and he's been on my Yokai Watch 2 team ever since. Most of the Kappas are based on Kappas, obviously, but Taigappa is actually based on Suiko, which is a water tiger often mistaken for a Kappa, which I really like as a concept. And Taigappa actually has an English name that makes sense. Full Kappa is number 2. I really like Full Kappa and used him on my Yokai Watch 2 playthrough team, and recently the classic Yokai Only playthrough. I think his design and personality are really cool, and he's pretty good in the game. He would be number 1 if this was only about design, but Full Kappa is one of the worst English names. At least ones that sound bad make sense, like Too Much to Take, Come On, and Gusto. But although Full Kappa doesn't sound bad, it doesn't make any sense. Faux is a French word for fake or false, while Full Kappa's whole thing is that he's the real Kappa, which is really stupid and stops him from being number 1. Must be a Kappa thing to have the English names not be nearly as good as the Japanese ones. Number 1 is Apak. I like him mostly for the same reasons I like Komain and Kamaiger. He's an evolution of a popular yokai, is extremely cool, and doesn't get nearly as much attention from level 5 as the Prevo. I think he's really cool, and use him on my Yokai Watch 1 playthrough team along with Komaiger. Though he isn't immune to the kappa curse of English names being bad. His Japanese name means Journeying Kappa, which is much better than just Kappa backwards, though at least he wasn't called like, not very cool or strong Kappa, which is the opposite of what he is, like full Kappa. Anyway, that was the 2-in-1 Kappa and Noko ranking video. Next video will either be the Oni ranking video or a befriending system video if that hasn't already come out. You might know the actual Kappas are much darker, but you might not know the actual things they do, which is like messed up, such as they like to eat butts, like literally, and they like to look up women's kimonos, and there's more than that. I'll stop there, but you can look up more on yokai.com if you're interested. One more thing. Yeah, the legendary video, it did extremely well. It's overtaken the Coma ranking video, which I'm surprised, because it wouldn't surprise me if someone's already done that, but even though I don't think anyone's done a Coma ranking. But yeah, so thanks for another 300 odd views. I think it's nearly at 400 now, which is insane. We're nearly at 20. This is an edit of an edit. I thought I might as well talk about it instead of just putting text up on screen, but we reached 20 subs literally whilst I edited it. Well, when I said we're nearly at 20 subs, we were only at 19, and then I went to go and take a screenshot, we had made it to 20, so funny coincidence. Subs, so yeah, thanks everyone. Yeah. Also, don't know if I've mentioned it, but uploads are gonna slow down because I wasn't too happy with the befriending system video. Even though I think it was fine, but it wasn't that interesting, so uploads are slowing down just so I can make sure that they're better, okay? Anyway, as usual, like and sub if you like this and want to see more. Comment your favourite Kappa and Noko. Not much else to say, so I'll see you in the next one.